What's up? What's up? It's Coach Ashley from AMP Fitness Training. What I want to do today is help you feel good. Help you feel good. All right, you come to AMP Fitness Training, you're getting in those difficult, insane workouts, and what do you need? You need to let your body recover. All right, you need to put it through some prehab, some prehabilitation. What's prehabilitation? All right, that's simply the simple, basic stuff that you can do so you don't have to do rehab after the fact. All right, by incorporating prehab into your workouts 10 to 15 minutes before every workout, you can see improved performance. You can decrease your possibilities of getting injury. All right, and when you're not injured, when you're feeling good, when you got those good range of motion in those joints and those hinges on your body, guess what? You're gonna see those numbers go up in the gym. You're gonna sleep better. You're gonna see faster results, and that's what you want. All right, so take the time, make the best investment, which is the one in yourself. All right, so these are 15 prehab exercises that you can do before every workout. I'll tell you how long to do them and what we're working on, and once you start doing them, you're gonna see the benefits. All right, so first, starting off with a ball foot roll at the bottom of the kinetic chain. That's where we always want to start. All right, so the body is just like a big link. If you don't start from the bottom with the feet, with the ankles, which is where we absorb the most impact, all right, we're absorbing the momentum from the ground into our bodies. It starts from our feet and our ankles. So we want to release that fascia at the bottom of our foot, starting with that plantar, all right? So we start with the top of our foot. We roll that ball down to our heel. We're going to pass it back and forth about 20 times per foot. You can also roll the inside of the foot as well as the outside of the foot. All right, 20 times back and forth. Apply the pressure, roll from front to back, inside and outside. All right, next we have an IT band on the foam roller. All right, that IT band is that tendon that runs from the top of your hip all the way down the outside of your thigh, and it crosses in front of that knee. So if you've been experiencing any knee pains when you're squatting, all right, this is a great idea to roll out that IT band. All right, so get down on it. You're on your side. Use your arm for balance. Straighten one leg, cross the other in front. All right, and you're gonna slowly roll from the top of your thigh all the way down to your knee, nice and slow. All right, keeping that body straight, and you're rolling nice and slow. Looking for any tender points. If you find a tender point, you want to stay there for a few moments, all right, until that soreness is reduced. What you're doing, you're releasing that tension in that muscle, letting it know it's okay to stretch out, it's okay to relax me. All right, so you'd roll that nice and slow, about 20 seconds per side, or until you feel better. All right, stretch out that IT band. Next, we're gonna hit the glutes on the foam roller. So we're down. We got the left foot on top of the right knee. All right, we got the right foot on top of the left knee. We're gonna turn, apply the pressure on this right hip, rolling nice and slow, looking for any tender spots in our butt, in our glutes. All right, if we find that spot, guess what? We're gonna stay right there. Don't shy away from the pain. You can also turn to the back. All right, if you need to get a little bit deeper, or you can turn the opposite way. Make sure you're applying that pressure on those sore spots. Next, we're gonna get the hip external as well as internal rotators, all right? Those abductors and adductors. So we have one foot in front, one foot behind us. We're gonna try to sit up nice and tall. Abs are tight. You might be really tight like I am, all right, starting off. But once you practice it over and over, your body will begin to loosen up. You're gonna stay like this for 20 seconds. Then you're gonna switch sides for another 20 seconds. And you're gonna do them for 2 rounds. 2 rounds per side. All right, next, we'll have the standing gastrocnemius stretch. All right, that's simply your ankle and your calves. So, start off Your toe is about an inch or two away from the wall. Your back heel stays on the ground. What you're gonna do is push your hips toward the wall to touch your knee there. All right? And what you can do is move your foot back an inch or two until you can no longer keep your front heel on the ground. And you're gonna hold it there for about 20 seconds. All right, you should feel a stretch in the back, ankle, and calf as well. You switch, hit the other side, another 20 seconds, and you're gonna repeat for 2 rounds. 2 rounds. Now we got a standing quad stretch, all right? So reach behind you, knees pointed straight down. You might have to use a wall for balance, but make sure you keep that knee pointed straight down. Pull the foot in your hand up as high as you can. Really get that stretch on your quads, all right? Loosen them up. Then we have a standing hamstring stretch, all right? Loosening up that big muscle behind you. So you cross them over. Make sure your toes are even. You're gonna reach down as if you're gonna touch your toes. Abs are nice and tight. And you're gonna switch to the other side. Hold both for 20 seconds. 2 rounds apiece. You should feel a stretch in that back hamstring. Then we have a wall soleus hip flexor stretch. All right, so now we're gonna go down to the ground. You wanna find your maximum mobility in your ankles. So start off with the toe touching the wall, all right? Then you wanna push your hips toward the wall and touch your knee to the wall, all right? If that's good, you can move it back a couple of inches, only your front foot. Then you push that knee toward the wall. If your front heel begins to raise up off the ground, that's your maximum mobility. Once you find that maximum mobility, you can move your back knee back to stretch out that hip flexor. So sink down, push on those hips. Push those hips toward the wall, knee touching the wall, keeping that front heel on the ground, and sinking down, stretching out those hip flexors. You wanna hold that for 20 seconds, 2 rounds per side. Then we're gonna go to a seated glute shoulder stretch, all right? So we're on the bench, one leg's crossed over, abs are nice and tight. You're gonna sink down, dropping the glutes. Hold that 20 seconds, 3 repetitions, 3 rounds. All right, you can switch sides, switch legs. Hold that for 20 seconds in 3 rounds, all right? Seated, glute, shoulder, as well as the ankle stretch. And next we have sumo squat. We're gonna start off nice and wide, right? Grab the toes, elbows inside the knees. You're gonna push your hips up to the highest point possible and hold that top position for 20 seconds. All right, we're not focusing on being able to straighten out the legs. What we want is the hips as the highest point as you can get them, and you're holding that top position for 20 seconds. Then you're gonna drop it back down, repeat. Do that for at least 2 to 3 rounds. Sumo squat, stretching out those internal rotators on the hips, increasing that groin strength right here, all right? Then we're going to the ground for the lat stretch. All right, toes are pulled under you. Reach those arms out in front, palms are flat. Head is in between your shoulders. Right, and you're stretching out those lats right here. Hold that for 20 seconds, 3 rounds. Then we're gonna go to the abs. So, we're stretched out. We're gonna come up, bring the abs off the floor, making sure our thighs and our hips stay on the ground. Make sure your hands are by your chest. Push up, hips and thighs are still on the floor, eyes on the ceiling. Gonna hold that for 20 seconds, repeat about 3 times. Then we're going to the corner, stretching out those pecs, all right? From what we do on our daily jobs, whether we're sitting, whether we're moving around all day, it leads to tightness and weakness in the body. So doing these exercises is gonna help undo that. All right, so we go to the corner, get those hands about in line with our shoulders, abs are tight. You're about 2 feet away from the wall, feet are together, and you're gonna lean your face into the corner. You're gonna hold that stretch for 20 seconds. Repeat 3 times, really stretch out those pecs. And lastly, last 2 exercises are thoracic stretch. So we're gonna be stretching out that middle back, increasing our posture. So get your bench into the couch. Your chest and your head is off of the bench. So the bench is supporting your middle back. Your elbows are up. Your hands are holding your head up. All right? What you're gonna do is open up your elbows and look up, holding that for 20 seconds. All right, then come back up. Open up the elbows, looking up, holding that for 20 seconds. All right, that's the thoracic stretch. You're gonna repeat that for 3 times, 3 repetitions. And lastly is the wall slide. All right, so we're gonna get our hands above our heads, our wrists, our elbows. We're gonna try to keep them flat against the wall, all right, as well as our hands. And we're gonna slide our elbows down. Take about 3 to 5 seconds as you lower your elbows to the side of your body. Then you're gonna press up. You're gonna repeat that 8 to 10 times. So 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and up. Keeping your hands, wrists, and elbows flat to the wall as possible. All right, now we want to see you at the gym. Arrive early. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you might just not be able to train that day, because we're that serious about improving your mobility, getting you stronger, and keeping you healthy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share it, tag it, practice it. Have a good day. See you next time.